Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Joining me now is U.S. Senate candidate and Mendham Mayor Serrano Glassner. New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez was indicted on criminal bribery charges on Friday. First, before we dive into the conversation, let's just start off with what's your reaction to the allegations?
Well, it's certainly not a surprise. It's not a surprise here in New Jersey. Gold Bar Bob, which is what I love to call him these days, has had a very long history of assumed corruption or corruption. And it's time that he be found out and face the voters in New Jersey. Many Democrats called for him to resign, and I disagree with that. And he said so in his comments. He is entitled to due process, and he should go through the full process. And all of the voters in New Jersey should be entitled to see exactly what that is. They should be the ultimate judges. They should be the ones that get to decide whether they feel he should remain in office or not the Democrats who feel that it's easier. It's an expedience for them to get rid of him so that way the bad news stories go away every day. They don't need that because it's not going to help them. I love the fact that he decided to stand up for himself. And so now let's get back to the voters and the people, right?
I want to break down all of your comments, so let's start at the top. One of the first things you just said is, this is not a surprise. And as you know, this hasn't been his first indictment since he's taken office. In 2015, he was accused of taking bribes from an ophthalmologist. So what has been the reaction from the constituents of New Jersey?
Well, the constituents are not surprised in New Jersey. Unfortunately, New Jersey has a long history of elected officials doing what they want to do, right? Not following laws, not following policy, and not all of them. We have a lot of good elected officials, but there is that history here. So it didn't surprise anyone. There have been other allegations for many years, and this is not his first investigation by his own party. So it just didn't surprise anyone. People figured it was coming at some point in time, unfortunately. And this is where we are today, but it's sad. It is very sad for the voters. It's sad for New Jersey. We don't need this kind of reputation, and we don't need these kind of leaders. We need leaders that are going to focus on the people, that are going to focus on going down to Washington, solving problems for the people in New Jersey and the businesses in New Jersey. People before policy. I think that is one of the most important things. He may feel that he's done a good job, but very few people have ever seen him around New Jersey. He mostly stays in Hudson County. People need to see their elected officials. They need to see them all over the state. And that's part of what I plan on doing, is being accessible to people. They should be able to communicate what their issues are directly to their elected officials.
There have been, as you said, bipartisan calls for Senator Menendez to resign. Both Democrats and Republicans have been swift to say, there is due process, but also step aside. Your Governor Phil Murphy said this in a statement. The alleged facts are so serious that they compromise the ability of Senator Menendez to effectively represent the people of our state. Therefore, I'm calling for his immediate resignation. You said earlier you don't want to see him resign, but what do you think he should do? Because can he be an effective leader with this indictment hanging over his head?
Well, how is it that he was able to be an effective leader all of this time with the last indictment? Right after that, plenty of Democrats came out and endorsed him and said, we believe in you, you're a good guy. But yet here it happens again. This is actually not the second time, it's really the third time that this has happened. These allegations have been around for years. And again, it's very easy for the leaders, the Democrat leaders in our party, to say, this is going to impact how he's able to lead. Where has the leadership been all along for New Jersey? There may have been some things that he's done that's good, but on the overall, look at how folks are suffering right now from this economy. This economy is a stranglehold on families, on small businesses. They're really having a tough time here in New Jersey. Go to the gas tank. The first thing that I have noticed is that people aren't going and saying, fill her up. They're going and saying, give me $20 worth, because it's getting tighter and tighter. Look at people's grocery bills. I was speaking to an officer the other day. I was at a 9/11 event, and this officer said to me, my family's grocery bills have gone up to $500 a week. He said, it's not sustainable. And all they can do is cut that back. Well, they have young kids, active kids. And the wife said, what can I tell you? Your kids are eating. Well, of course they're eating. It is a bigger problem, a systemic problem that goes all the way down to Washington with our current administration. And Menendez is a part of this. And frankly, here in New Jersey, costs have gone up so much in every regard. We need to make some changes here.